Okay, great. Okay, so we'll see dystocia in dog and cat means pet animals. Okay, so we look at this quote. It is worth understanding, worth reading, and worth following as well. Right? So we'll start. So parturition in case of canine, what you term it? It is termed as whelping. आपको पार्चुरेशन के पिछली क्लास में मैंने एक एक्सप्लेन किया था कि वेरियस स्पीसीज में आप पार्चुरेशन को क्या बोलते हो, टर्म क्या बोलते हो, है ना? यहाँ पे आपका पार्चुरेशन इन केस ऑफ कैनाइन इज टर्म्ड एज whelping. Okay, so what exactly is a whelping? And then this particular definition holds good for all animals giving birth to young one. Okay, so but especially it is mentioned in this whelping chapter, so we'll see in terms and condition of pets. Okay, so what is whelping or what is pasteurization in broader aspect? So it is expulsion of fetus or fetuses, depends upon polytocus and monotocus. Okay, so it is expulsion of fetus along with its membrane, okay, from uterus through vaginal canal by means of natural forces. कभी कहीं ये भी लिखा होता है unaided. Unaided का मतलब there is no addition of force, by maternal force only. Okay, so the parturition is expulsion of fetus or fetuses along with its membranes, okay, through vaginal canal, means maternal passes, by natural forces, and the fetus should delivered fetus should be in such state of development that it can lead a independent life, capable life independently. Okay, मीन्स पहली बात तो एक्सपल्सन का फीटस बाहर आना चाहिए, सेकेंड उसकी मेम्ब्रेन भी आनी चाहिए. इट मे टेक टाइम, डिपेंड्स अपॉन स्पीसीज किस तरह का प्रेजेंटेशन है. ओके, सो fetus along with this fetal membrane and through natural passage only. So if we are conducting a cesarean section, so it cannot be termed as whelping or parturition because it's not natural passage. Natural passage means from uterus through this vagina and all, means birth canal, right? And the delivered fetus should not need or should not seek a support outside. ओके, अगर सपोज आपने एक बच्चा हुआ और आपने एनआईसीयू में रखना पड़ा, उसको ऑक्सीजन सपोर्ट या ये सब सारी चीजें दी जो हमारे ह्यूमन में होता है, तो उसका मतलब कि वो नॉर्मल पार्चुरेशन नहीं है. एक बार वो बाहर आया, उसके बाद इट कैन लीड इट्स लाइफ इंडिपेंडेंटली विदाउट एनी प्रॉब्लम. ओके, so this is that definition, standard definition of parturition in any species. Okay, तो आगे बढ़ने से पहले we'll see what is the natural presentation or position. So right now you try to understand, you try to look these figures, okay, because up to now you have not been told about presentation, position and posture, so it will be quite difficult for you to understand what is presentation. But you look at this. This is vaginal opening, I mean vulva. Okay, so the way the fetus is oriented. Okay, so first, then second, it's moving. You look at the this forelimb, how the forelimbs are flexed, are extended. Okay, then see how the arch shape it is coming out. So this is anterior presentation, and you see this way the fetus is coming out in a different way. I mean the hind limbs are coming first, the tail is coming first. Okay, so both are normal only. Normally in varieties of other animals, the interior presentation is said to be a or real presentation, physiological presentation, and posterior presentation is supposed to be, I mean, it's not physiologically okay, although the delivery usually happens normal, but in case of canine it is common only. Okay, now we'll see what is dystocia. Okay, so dystocia, as you know, it is a Greek term. So it is made of two words like this and tokos. I told you in last class. I said wherever you say you got this word, it leads to a difficult stage. So, but except in case of disposition. Okay. So now this means difficult, painful, or abnormal, and topos means birth. Okay. So when there is difficult, aided, painful, abnormal birth, it is termed as dystocia. Okay. Whereas normal birth is called eutokia. EUTOCIA. Eutokia. Okay. So we'll see what are the causes of dystocia, how the dystocia actually happens. Okay. So there are three basic etiological factors which may lead to dystocia. So first is maternal factor. Second is fetal, and then combination of both. So maternal means if you see the definition of parturition, so birth should happen by natural forces. Who will provide the natural force? Mother itself will provide the natural force. Means uterus should contract, abdomen should contract, okay, and it should the fetus should come by the contractual forces of mother only. Okay, and from where? Through the birth canal. So if suppose problem in birth canal is there, any growth, any abnormality, if suppose the dilation is not proper, the lubrication is not proper, edematous changes has not occurred, cervix is still closed, so and then uterus is not contracting. If suppose uterus is contracting, the force is very low, and then if suppose contraction of abdomen is there, but if suppose it's not there, or if it is there, then the frequency or amplitude of contraction is not proper in a state that it can expel the fetus out of the body. So these all factor contributes to dystocia, and these are called maternal factor. We'll see one by one what are those. Okay. Then second is fetal factor. So because of fetal malposition, you may encounter dystocia. Like suppose the mother is giving good force. I mean, this uterine contraction is proper. This lubrication and edematous chain, elasticity of cervix and the vagina, everything is proper. Everything is good. But suppose there is deviation of head of fetus. Okay, so now it cannot move further. Okay, you look at this previous one, this one. So if you look, the head is coming in a proper manner. You see, okay, it's coming in proper manner. But what will happen if suppose this head turns laterally? Now this opening is not ready to accommodate this fetus in a up to shoulder. The diameter is okay, but suppose lateral deviation of head is there. Now the diameter will increase. Okay, so now it cannot accommodate that much bigger diameter, and then it will keep on putting force, and then fetus will not come out. So this very cause of dystocia will be considered as fetal cause of dystocia. Means fetus malposition of fetus was responsible for the occurrence of dystocia. Okay, so suppose lateral deviation of head, ventral deviation of head, or suppose so many presentations are there, faulty presentations. Okay, we'll see in next coming classes. And then third is combination of both. Combination of both means suppose the animal, suppose fetus has some lateral deviation of head. Okay, so initially the mother started contracting, and then after that the uterine muscle got exhausted. Okay, now the mother is exhausted and the fetus has a lateral deviated head. So now both are not in position to expel the the fetus is not in position to come out, and the mother is not in position to expel the fetus. So now the combination of both. Second, one more is there. We say it miscellaneous factor as well sometimes. It is a simultaneous position, when two fetuses, they actually, you know, try to come out first, and because of two fetuses, the neither first or second comes out. Okay, so this is combination. So we'll see one by one, but just it's for general idea, I started, telling you this. Now, in case of uh, dog and cat, you will see maternal factor plays a major role in causing dystopia. Okay. Now we'll see one by one what are the fetal factor or maternal factor. Okay. So what are the fetal factor? First is fetal oversize. The fetus was supposed to be of a proper size. Now its size has grown much heavier. So what are the reason for fetal oversize? Twin pregnancy. Suppose two fetuses are there at the same time. I told you simultaneous position is both are trying to come at a time. Okay, so that condition is sometimes referred as traffic jam. Okay, then small litter size. Litter size means number of fetuses present in the uterus, especially in case of polytocus animal. Okay, so small litter size means the suppose the bitch has given birth to 8 puppies in a previous whelping. Now it has only 2 or 3 puppies. So what will happen? Because of there is no much competition among the fetuses, so just 3 are getting that much nutrition. So they will grow like anything. Suppose 8 are growing in a tube. Okay, and suppose in the same tube only 3 are growing. Okay, so whose growth will be more? So small litter size means less number of fetuses, means they will get more nutrition, and then their body size will grow more as compared to the bigger litter size, right? So this is one such reason of fetal oversize. Then third is prolonged gestation. This is very important, especially in case of large animal. It happens in regular regular accident is there. Suppose in your village you had a pregnant animal, suppose cow of 8 month and half or 8 months 20 days, and then you called a quack, and just without examination he said, okay, it's the time has not come, and I will give an injection which will cure the thing, and things will be very easy. So that is how they usually do it. Okay, so they give progesterone injection. Now what it will do? It will extend the gestation period. So it actually happens in majority of cases. So now the 9-month pregnancy has gone to suppose 9 month 20 days or 30 days, 10 months. Okay, so because in last trimester the growth of fetus used to be very 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 high, exponential growth. Okay, so more stay within the uterus means more size it will attain. Okay, so now the size has grown to such an extent that now the pelvic inlet or outlet is not in position to accommodate that big size. Okay, pelvic boundaries आपको पेल्विमेट्री में पढ़ाऊंगा. पेल्विक बाउंड्रीज एकदम क्लियर होती हैं कि इतना साइज, हर एक स्पीसीज का अपना अपना पेल्विक डायमीटर्स होते हैं, पेल्विक बाउंड्रीज होती हैं. अगर फॉर एग्जांपल small breed of cow is there and we bred that cow with a suppose HF. Suppose a mature cow is there. Okay, we did AI of that cow with a HF bull. So now there is every position that situation that the animal, the fetus will be more in size as compared to the natural diameter of mother. ओके, चूंकि उसमें फादर के कैरेक्टर भी है तो उसका साइज तो बड़ा होगा. वेचूर या अपनी जो बिहार की छोटी ब्रीड्स होती हैं उनका एग्जांपल ले लीजिए, तो उनका पेल्विक डायमीटर छोटा होगा क्योंकि वो अपने बच्चे के लिए है. अभी इसमें फादर के कैरेक्टर आ गए, फादर मींस अ लार्ज ब्रीड एचएफ, तो नेचुरली जो नेचुरल फीटस का साइज है उससे ज्यादा ही होगा, और यहाँ पर वो उसके बर्थ में प्रॉब्लम आ जाएगी बिकॉज ऑफ द fetal oversize. Okay, so genetic predisposition in case of these pets, it is very very important. Okay, you have three type of breeds in canine. Okay, apart from these nature and these you call it husky or pug, yeah, you know, German Shepherd, Labrador, so many names are there, but broadly it is classified into three category based on nose and snout, the way they are appeared. So first is brachycephalic. What you see, this guy is brachycephalic, means chapte naak wale. You see this nose and this snout and everything, right? So these are called brachycephalic. Okay, so their shoulder usually becomes broader. Okay, broad head and broad shoulders. Look at this size. Okay, so this is brachycephalic breed. So what are the example? Pug, this boxer and other some species, right? So these are brachycephalic. Second example is mesocephalic. Mesocephalic means they have a medium size snout, medium size head. Okay, so what you see this Labrador, okay, this comes under mesocephalic. And then third another one is there, that is dolichocephalic. Dolichocephalic means they have fox like snout, means very long. You see this Pomeranian. Okay, so this is one such example. Pomeranian's nose or snout, you see, it will be very slim and a very long one. Okay, so mostly in case of brachycephalic, you will see broader head, and therefore chances of dystocia also usually becomes more. Okay, as compared to dolichocephalic or mesocephalic. Okay, so that is how the genetic predisposition is important. Okay, now coming to fetal head. What role actually a fetal head plays? Okay, so three major criteria are there. First is it is the largest part of the body. Okay, and it is least compressible. Least compressible means majority of cases we have other parts as well which are broader, but they can be compressed. Okay, because the muscle portion is there or fat portion is there, so we can compress it. But head, because of just skull is there, and then you will see a layer surrounding the skull, so you cannot compress the bones. So if suppose this is the diameter, so it will remain like that only until and unless you until and unless you crush it. Okay, so it is unchanged. The diameter will be unchanged. It cannot be compressed. Okay, and it presses more often, because this is the most difficult part. I mean, perforation में मैंने आपको बताया भी होगा कि सबसे difficult portion to come out during perforation is head only. Once head came out, means the animal will feel relaxed. Okay, it will take some time to feel relaxed, and then it will start contraction. Okay, so ये fetal head का एक आपको एक idea. Now look at this very diagram. कुछ ऐसी ब्रीड्स हैं जैसे बोस्टन टेरियर का यहाँ पे एग्जांपल है, तो ये क्या करते हैं, इनका सबसे ज्यादा डिस्टोपिया के जो चांसेस होते हैं ड्यू टू दिस ब्रॉडर हेड एंड शोल्डर. सो अब आप देखिए हेड और उसके बाद इसके शोल्डर, सो दोनों एक साथ, चूंकि गर्दन की लेंथ भी इनकी थोड़ी सी छोटी होती है, तो आप देखोगे कि ये पूरा एक डायमीटर एक साथ आता है पेल्विक कैनाल में, पेल्विक इनलेट. ओके, and because of that only mostly this dystocia happens. अब आ जाते हैं, पहला हमने क्या किया था, fetal oversize. Now B point is abnormal development. Fetal size is okay, but there is some abnormal development had happened in various parts. Okay, first is malformation of head. Head मैंने आपको बताया, head is the most difficult part, and especially in case of pets, you'll see three various regions. It cannot be compressed. Okay, so it is more it is the part which is more pressed actually. Okay, सो डायमीटर सबसे ज्यादा इसी में होता है। तो आप ये देखो कि हेड सबसे ज्यादा प्रॉब्लमेटिक पार्ट है। अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, सपोज द साइज ऑफ हेड इज मोर due to several pathological conditions, like one such is hydrocephalus. Cephalus means, cephalon means brain or head. Okay, अगर उसमें सबसे बहुत ज्यादा वाटर एक्यूमुलेशन हो जाता है तो स्मॉल स्मॉल हेड भी बहुत ज्यादा आपको दिखेंगे। आप इसमें देखना क्लिनिकल आर्टिकल्स में हाइड्रोसेफेलस, आपको काफी फोटोज में आपको एक आइडिया मिल जाएगा कि क्या होता है एक्चुअली हाइड्रोसेफेलस। तो उसमें जब पानी भर जाएगा तो साइज ऑफ द हेड विल बी 2-3 times or even more. So already the expulsion of head portion is very difficult part. And then if suppose there is some accumulation and the size of head is more than normal, so again it is normally impossible to take out the fetus. Okay, then suppose the limbs abnormality is there, malformation is there, means suppose four limbs are there, or total, I mean number of limbs are 6. In several monster condition you will see that, or the additional limbs are there, right, like I said. So again the shoulder diameter will be more. limbs बढ़ने का, 4 limb बढ़ने का मतलब क्या है कि diameter of shoulder will be more. now जहां पर 2 fetal 4 legs वेजाइनल कैनाल में आ रहे थे, अब क्या होगा, 4 आएंगे, और इस तरीके से डिस्टोकिया होने के चांस होते हैं, एक्सपल्सन नहीं हो पाता। थर्ड कंडीशन आपकी आ जाएगी जनरल ascites or anasarca, means over gas deposition is there in entire body, or especially this in case of ascites you will see excessive fluid accumulation in dependent mostly abdominal part and other areas as well. So the overall size of the fetus will be much more. So again this will cause डिस्टोर्ट। फीटल डेथ, अगेन फीटल डेथ के बाद अगेन उसमें एनासार्का या गैस डिपोजिशन विल बी वेरी रैपिड। ओके, देन फिफ्थ कंडीशन इज वन मॉन्स्टर कंडीशन दैट इज कॉल्ड सिस्टोसोमा रिफ्लेक्सा। व्हाट हैपेंस, सिस्टोसोमा रिफ्लेक्सस एक्चुअली इट इज मेड ऑफ टू वर्ड्स, मींस देयर इज एक्यूट एंगुलेशन, मींस एक नॉर्मल वर्टेब्रल कैनाल जो सीधी रहती है इसमें क्या हो जाएगी, वी शेप में हो जाएगी। ओके, और मिड वेंट्रल जो लिनिया अल्बा है पेट का, वो उसमें प्रॉपर क्लोजिंग नहीं होगी और वो जितने भी कंटेंट है वो बाहर आ जाएंगे, राइट। ऐसी कंडीशन में जब बाहर आ जाएंगे तो अगेन वो कहीं ना कहीं उसके इंटेस्टाइन या लीवर कहीं ना कहीं वो फंस जाएगा, मोस्टली सीजरियन सेक्शन से ही उसको निकालते हैं, राइट। सो ये 4-5 कंडीशन ऐसी हैं जिनकी एबनॉर्मल डेवलपमेंट की वजह से, फीटस में एबनॉर्मल डेवलपमेंट की वजह से यू विल एनकाउंटर डिस्टोकिया। ओके, यू सी दिस हाइड्रोसेफेलस कंडीशन, दिस इज हाउ head has to be a smaller one, but now because of this water accumulation the head became that much big. Now you see schistosomus reflexus. Okay, so mid-ventral opening is not proper and then all these contents are coming out. Okay, this is very rare in case of dog, and then in case of dog you will not see the angulation of vertebra. Vertebra remains normal only. Now fetal oversize was there, abnormal development of fetus was there. Now there is faulty disposition, means presentation, transverse presentation. Just you look at these words. Okay, when I'll tell you the presentation position and posture, you will come to know what is that. So just for your reference only, in maybe after 1 or 2 class you will see back this presentation and you will understand. So presentation fault is there, suppose transverse presentation, simultaneous presentation, or posture. I told you like lateral deviation of head, ventral deviation of head, so that causes the dystocia. So I don't know you are getting this image or not proper. Okay, but it is from our own college. Okay, so we got one case where both the fetuses were at the same position. Okay, coming to the maternal factors. Okay, first is genetic abnormality, breed specification. Okay, as I told you, brachycephalic breeds are very prone to these obstetrical conditions like dystocia and all. So the same is given here. Okay, now age, the older age which is will have a weak uterus or uterine muscles will not be as good as in young age. So the expulsive forces may not be proper. So age is one such factor. Okay, now pelvic uh, abnormality or pelvic factors are there. So that can be, suppose lower age animal is there, still the pelvic cavity or bones are in stage of development. Okay, uh, suppose bitch conceived in first heat only, and now she is younger only, and then the pelvic diameter, pelvic bones has not much developed. So these are smaller only, the pelvic outlet is smaller only, so the fetus will not come out. Okay, suppose pelvic fracture is there. So again pelvic fracture means it will heal, and because of healing again the diameter will become less. You'll not appreciate right here, but I'll tell you in practical classes how the pelvic fracture actually causes the dystocia. Then neoplasia, some abnormal tumor growth is there. So again, tumor growth, where it will happen? In pelvic canal only, pelvic cavity only. Okay, or birth canal. So diet related. Suppose you provided extensive, fatty item, or you are, because of love and affection, you are feeding your dog extensively. Every time you are giving some food. So now that the bitch will develop perivaginal fat. So the diameter or the opening of pelvic canal, this birth canal, vaginal canal will be less than the normal because of the fattiness. So again, the fetus has to come out of the birth canal, and then it will cause dystocia. Okay, so कुछ expulsive factors मैंने बोला आपको कि uterus is not in position to do good contraction. तो क्या रीजन हो सकते हैं उसके? Okay, there is a term what we say, uh, uterine inertia. Inertia means a stage where the nothing goes, either no, the things will be static, means not in this direction or that. So what is the work of a muscle? Let it be uterine muscle or any muscle. What is the work of a muscle? Its work is contraction. So it do contract and relax and contract and relax. So suppose a muscle has reached in a set point where neither it is contracting nor relaxing. So what you will say? Inertia. Now it is not moving anywhere. So suppose uterine muscle become uterine musculature has developed inertia, then it is now the fetus will be within the uterus, but uterus is not contracting, and until and unless uterus contracts, the fetus will not be propelled further. आगे की तरफ fetus नहीं जाएगा, right? तो ऐसी कंडीशन में आपको दो तरह की इनर्शिया, इन केस ऑफ फिट्स आपको दो तरह की इनर्शिया मिलेगा, प्राइमरी यूट्राइन इनर्शिया एंड सेकेंडरी यूट्राइन इनर्शिया. अब इस चीज को ध्यान से सुनना, प्राइमरी यूट्राइन इनर्शिया क्या है, सेकेंडरी यूट्राइन इनर्शिया क्या है. प्राइमरी मींस द contraction has not at all begun. पूरा टाइम हो गया, the gestation period was okay, I mean full term, okay, but animal, the bitch is not showing any type of sign, any type of pain or muscle contraction, or the owner has not observed any kind of discharge or anything, right? Means term is over, the maturity has, I mean these fetuses are mature enough, the process of persuasion has started, but the animal is not showing any contraction. There is no discharge, there is no water bag, nothing. So this is called primary uterine inertia, means uterus has not started contracting at all. Okay, so what are the factors? One is genetic, suppose gene disposition is there. This second, overstretching, means the uterus is very stretchable one, so it accommodates a big fetus in case of monotocus, or small various several fetuses in a tube, like uterus. Okay, a uterine tube. So uh, as the fetus grows, the uterus also stretches out. Okay, because it has to accommodate. But after a certain period, the stretching will not be proper. It to extend only it can accommodate the fetus. Now you see these three conditions. Large litter means, suppose the bitch was previously it gave birth to 8 puppies, now there is 14 puppies, right? They will take less nutrition, but anyhow they will also grow to a certain extent, no? So पहले 8 दिए थे, अभी 14 बच्चे उसके पेट में है, यूट्रस में है. नाउ द स्ट्रेचिंग विल बी ट्रेमेंडस, बहुत ज्यादा स्ट्रेचिंग होगी. ओके, so because of that, stretching, continuous stretching means now it is not stretching anymore. Okay, second condition imagine करते हैं. Suppose litter size is small, just पहले 8 fetuses थे पिछले प्रेगनेंसी में, अभी 2 है केवल. अब वो बहुत ज्यादा बड़े हो गए. Now they are growing and then overstretching. And now the uterus become inertia, shows inertia. अब वो एकदम स्ट्रेचिंग नहीं हो रही है या एकदम कॉन्ट्रैक्शन कर ही नहीं रहा है. सेकेंड, हार्मोनल कॉज. देयर इज एक्यूट शॉर्टेज ऑफ कैल्शियम, बिकॉज कैल्शियम इज plays a pivotal role, right, for muscle contraction. Now acute shortage of calcium, now there is no contraction at all, right? Second, we will see, time khatam hone wala hai, we'll see. Okay,